What's up everybody, welcome to the channel. In this video you're going to see the second property that I saw while I was visiting the Monferrato area. So stick around. Alright you guys, we just hopped in Alberto's car. If you didn't catch last video, go ahead and check that out when this video is over. But we met up in Ozzano, Monferrato, and we checked out a property that cost 22,000 euros. It does need some work, but it's in a very unique community with there's a castle at the top of the hill. And he said he was free today and that he would take me to another community. We're talking now about various property types that he can show me that are in this area. So the next one's about 10 minutes away, and Alberto here is going to show me a different price point. So we're going to see what it looks like first, and we're going to talk about price at the end of the video. So make sure to subscribe first of all and stick around for the rest of the video to see the price of this upcoming property. And we're heading off to Fabiano, a smaller community. And I think the more main community is called Solonghello. I might have pronounced that a little bit strange, but he said I did a good job. And we just turned. There's sunflowers over there. Nice. Is that Fabiano up there, or is that Solonghello?
That's Solonghello. Fabiano is
on the right side.
Yeah.
Okay. Fabiano is probably so small that you won't notice it. That's what I experienced with the Frazione, right?
Right.
But it's basically like living in the county area of a larger city. If anyone wants a little bit more privacy, but in the same moment there'll be houses around. It's like a little community organized on the outskirts of another community. All right, we just entered Fabiano. I mean, there's always a church in the center of town. It's amazing. But it's a smaller community. We saw tractors as we were approaching. There's just a lot of countryside to see, and we're gonna check out a property apparently. We've got Francesca with us. She's the social media manager over here. Alberto, what do you know about this community?
Well, this one, as you said before, it's a smaller part of the comune, of the town of Solonghello. There is a reading in the countryside. We are close, as we were before, to the old main cities in the area. But it's a really calm area, really small town.
Cool. Well,
but I can say that here in Monferrato, in this part of Monferrato at least, there is around 1,000 of houses bought per year.
Okay, in Monferrato.
Yeah, in this part of Monferrato, but because there is Monferrato Alto, Monferrato Basso, so it's a more big.
Is this Basso or Alto?
This is Basso.
Okay, Basso. Well, good. Yeah. Let's go check out that house.
Okay, follow me.
So it's authentic. There's a tractor, well, a little tractor, following us down the road. Boom. All right, so we got those classic moments where I'm about to record something and the bells start chiming. Apparently we're here. What can you tell us, Alberto?
Okay, so here we have a bigger property than the one we saw before, and this one is with a garden.
Is this one right ahead of us?
Is this one here in the corner?
So
right?
we're talking about, it's with my finger, I'll draw it. That whole thing?
The whole thing, yeah.
Wow.
You can see the card down there, my number.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
There's a window there.
This is the whole block, the 3 windows. So this is bigger than the one we saw before. It's with a garden, and I can show you right now. It's
cool.
A cool, secluded area, really nice.
Sorry if you already said it, I didn't pay attention, but how large in square meters?
Oh, in square meters, it is around 200 square meters.
Okay.
Something like that.
Interesting. Well, I'm going to go ahead and let you get it opened up so we can see inside.
Yeah,
And
sure.
I'll just talk to the
Okay,
people while
cool.
you're doing that.
See you in a while.
Thanks. All right, so this is actually pretty cool. I think it looks a little bit bigger than 200, but it's in really decent condition considering. I mean, we usually look at stuff that has cracks all over it, but someone's, at some point, I don't know how many years ago, has done like some resurfacing on the walls here. Trying to be able to see up there what kind of roofing system there is. It just has those larger slate tiles. It doesn't look like it has the panels underneath it. And it's seriously right down the street from the church. Frazione is a small community outside of a larger community. Like your address would be based off of another community typically, but you know, the Frazione is, your post office will be in the larger one, right? So we're on the back side of it at this point. It looks like there's like a back balcony. There's the garden here. It's a little bit overgrown, probably hasn't been cut down for a few months. Down this direction, it looks more or less abandoned. I don't know. I'm curious how many people live around here. At one point, there was this really nice entryway. I mean, it's still pretty nice, but it needs a little bit of work. Super excited to know how much this thing costs. It's not this. This is the back. They're opening windows over there. Is this part of it? Is this building part of it?
Yeah, still part
Wow,
of that.
interesting. So Alberto, I've already explored the garden. You said this is part of it, right?
Yeah, this is still part of the property, and on the other side of this building there is also a garage.
Oh, okay. So there's a
that
garage
we can access.
accessible from this right
yeah.
here.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, that's fine. And this property there is almost as big as the last one we were in.
Just this one. Yeah.
All right, before we go ahead and walk through this property tour, we've talked a lot about the area. Go ahead and hit subscribe because Monferrato has many beautiful properties, a very unique area, good for a specific type of person. Now, you're seeing some glimpses here of the upcoming videos, and I don't want you to miss out. So subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you know when these videos come out, because there are really some unique properties coming your way.
This is quite a bigger property than the last one we saw.
Okay, so we're entering. Is there an entry on both sides, or is this the principal entrance?
There are two entrances. So this is the one that goes right in the kitchen, and there is another one on the other side
of the window
goes
there.
to the living area.
Okay, great.
Okay. So here we have a kitchen, an open kitchen on the dining area. So here we have the sink, the gas.
And there's a stairway above.
And yeah, that's right. Those are the stairways.
So there's already gas and everything hooked up to the house here?
Yeah. It's already hooked up.
With like the older electrical plugs. I'm sure everything works, but it's not necessarily up to code. As
yeah, that's right. The house has been closed for some years, so it's not up to code anymore.
How many years has it been closed?
Well, it has been used as a holiday house, holiday property for some time. Now it's not used for 3-4 years, I guess.
Okay. Well, it looks very unique, beautiful even. Let's go ahead and into the living room and just kind of move through this.
And we can see here the living area. It's a much bigger space. So with the chimney, And this beautiful window that's quite unique.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Has a nice sitting area right here against the window, looking out in the garden area.
Yeah, right. And you can see also the details. For example, there's a doors with stained glass.
That's beautiful. So the mantle is broken a little bit here.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes.
Gives you the freedom of fixing it as you desire, I guess.
There are still the pieces around here, but
is the fireplace working as far as you know?
Oh yeah, we have just to clean up the chimney, but it still can be used.
Okay.
Okay. So here we have the other entrance that I showed you before.
I thought that would look like an armadio or a closet for a second, but yeah, it matches the other door over there.
No, it's the door to the outside. So also here with the stained glass, and then there is the door on the outside of the property.
I see.
Yeah.
So they have that exterior door that they open up in the daytime, but you still leave this shut for the bugs and things like that.
Yeah.
Cool. Wow, it is very large. Someone could actually get a little bit creative with how they organize something.
Yeah.
Does the furniture come with the house, for example?
Mm-hmm. Usually the houses in Italy are sold empty with just the walls, but sometimes exceptions can be made. So
what would they typically do with it if someone bought the house?
It's up to the owner, so you have to discuss with it. Maybe there are some furniture that has a sentimental value, so they get that out of the property. Others that they don't use, they don't have maybe the space to bring, so they can leave it here or arrange for leaving the furniture with no problem at all.
Okay, great. Now there's an upstairs too?
Yeah, there is the upstairs with the bedrooms.
Glad I brought my light today. So here's a little bit short. Like I'm almost touching it. Actually, yeah, I can touch it with my head. Yeah, how is that here in Italy? They don't have like codes that say that on a stairway this is too short?
There are codes, but for the more recent houses. So those buildings are from the start of the century, of the 20th century. So there were different codes, different years. So there may be details that are not up to code, but it can be still used since they are part of an older building.
All right, so we just walked through kind of a corridor area. I don't know what they call this in Italian. Above the stairway corridor.
Disimpegno.
Disimpegno. And then we stepped out onto the balcony, and you can see out off yonder there are some mountains and trees, but we're right here in the kind of a historical center of a really small village. You can see that property, that little building that was on the back side with the garage.
Yeah, and on that building there is the site unimpeded, so you can also have a broader view of the hills.
Okay, on the back side of that building.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool. Now, do you know what they did with that building when they were here?
It was called, if I remember correctly, La Casa degli Artisti, the artist house, and it was more of a studio used by painters.
Cool.
This is the story I heard.
You know what? I can almost guarantee this one will be sold. but I'm just saying, I'm just talking. You should talk to people that are actually looking for a little space for the garden, and they'd even like a little extra space for artisanal things.
Yeah.
Like art and pottery, for example. Yeah, that's really, really interesting, unique. It has that traditional clay tile roof like you see all over Italy. You probably need to make sure that it's structurally stable and everything, but
yeah, the one on the house is structurally stable. The one on the other building, it's not as recent.
A little bit less, right?
Yeah.
Now, the outside of this building, if I remember right, it looked like it was resurfaced some years ago, or at least they've maintained it well, right?
Yeah, this is a more recent This one on the outside.
Can you tell how many years ago?
I guess it's about 30 years. I
Okay.
guess something like that.
Yeah, it's funny, 30 years is recent. Anyway, this feels like a rose plant. It's got the pricklies. Okay, and this back here?
And this back here, we can go to the bedrooms. There are three bedrooms in the house. This one that is you have to walk through to get to the other, and then there is the bathroom on the other side.
Okay, it's actually common. I've seen this multiple times where there's a room being used as a bedroom of some sort, and then a bedroom connected to that as well. And the bathroom is in
the bathroom, right? It's
and there was no bathroom downstairs.
No
it was
bathroom
just the one
downstairs.
here.
Yeah.
I'd say that this property is large enough. Somebody, if they got permission, could expand the second bathroom easily.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely within the building rules, building permits and things. I'm gonna turn the light back on in here. Hello, everyone. So actually, larger than I expected it to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a bigger property, this one. Yeah, absolutely.
Honestly, it's really, really unique. Now here is with a hot water system, or is there more than one because of the size of the property?
This one is for the hot water. There is also a smaller one in the kitchen area.
Okay.
For the heating system, there are those convettori. It's air heating.
Air heating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Air
right.
force heating. It's run by gas though.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
It's not electrical.
Gotcha. Cool. And this is the last
This is
bedroom.
The last bedroom.
Ooh, there's a step. Watch out for the step. Wow, very unique. I don't know if you have experience with construction in these older homes. For example, this wall looks very thin.
Yeah.
Could someone potentially remove this wall?
This one,
And put one
I
up
think-
somewhere else?
I think there are no problem with this wall since there are downstairs you have an open area, so this wall is not.
It's not a support.
It's maybe just helping a little bit for the ceiling, but it's not necessary for the stability of the house.
And then this one, on the other hand, is
This one.
really wide.
Yeah, this one you can't touch this. It's if you remember on downstairs there was that arch, the archway between in the middle of the living room.
Right.
And because there was a wider wall like this one, so they made the archway to connect the room.
Gotcha.
Not only with a door.
Very cool. Well, I love the property personally. We haven't talked about price yet again. Let's step out on the balcony. It seems really large, so I'm starting to feel like the price is going to be a little bit insane. And so it is an older property at the same time. So what are we looking at?
Well, the price is not insane as you may think. For the property, the price is 55,000 euros. So obviously the property is larger, but it needs some renovation. So this explains this price, but with a smaller quantity of works for renovation, you can start living in the house in a faster amount of time. You don't have to demolish it and rebuild it from the ashes.
Amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. And what is necessary to make it livable?
Well, you have to obviously clean the property from the green. Maybe this is the bigger job that you need to be done. And then for the heating system, if you use it as a holiday property, you can also still use those heating, air heating. So you just need to be checked to be sure that there are no problems with it, also with the electric system, and just works of this kind of renovation. Then from there you can start and go wherever you want. Absolutely.
Very cool. All right, well, thank you so much. I guess that's it for this property, right?
For this property, yeah. I don't know if you said you already took a tour on the outside, right?
Well, if you got anything to add, I did take a glance around. I kind of get what it was all about, and we've talked about it.
Did you see the barbecue area?
I did. I poked my head around the corner and saw there was a beautiful barbecue area. And yeah, amazing. I'm honestly very impressed by the property.
Yeah, okay, so I guess we are done with the property. As I said, there is also a garage on the outside, but the property is here.
We browsed through the extra property for a moment, even looking at the area in which they used to make wine back in the day. Apparently most properties in this area either had or still have wine distilleries that were stored in the cantina or the garages of the property. Do you feel like this would be a really good holiday home or perhaps even retreat for people who are interested in art? It sounds like that's what it was used for in the past as well. The community is small, but if you've got a car, you're within range of a number of larger cities that will have all the services that you need. All right, you guys, so that was the independent property with a garden. I think it's 300 square meters. We're gonna have to double check that. That's it for this video. We're heading off. This was Fabiano next to Solonghello. And we're gonna actually head off to, I forgot. How do you say the next place? Serravalle? Well, Serravalle. This one, we discussed the price, was 55,000 euros for 300 square meters with an extra, and maybe that extra space makes it 300 square meters. I'm not sure, but I feel like it's pretty large. And it does need some work. You could fix it up for a, well, proportionately low cost and live here in a very calm neighborhood in Italy.